All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. Congratulations. You are now on the downside of the week. Yes, sirree. That's why they call it hump day. You're over the hump and on to the weekend. So you really only have a day, really, because tomorrow doesn't really have a feel. And then Friday comes, it feels great. Next thing you know, it's late at night and you had a great Friday. So it's almost over. I'm happy to say, congratulations. So here we are in the middle of the week on the good side of the middle. And a lot of stuff has been going on in the last 24 hours, in case you haven't heard. Sheehan, the lawyer for Lou Elizondo, and I think also Dr. Greer, he's a lawyer for both, spoke. He spoke. What do you mean? Your ape. He spoke. You mean sign language? No, he spoke. He did. And what did he say? Well, we'll talk about that because I still don't know. COVID. Really, what did he say? Talk about that. We've got some UFO videos to show you, a couple of submissions from you, the people out there. You sent me this stuff. I like I was saying in the chat, I was out all day. Literally slept the whole day. It was one of those days where I woke up halfway through my sleep and I said, yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm going to get up and go out and do some errands, run some errands, go do some things, because I still can't get my car registered because I still don't have a Florida license yet. And I need my birth certificate. So I went down there twice. The first time they told me what I needed, came back with it. Second time they said, where's your birth certificate? I said, nobody said I need a birth certificate. Who said you don't need one? I said, nobody said I didn't need one, but they didn't tell me I needed one. And then I showed them the note. I go, here's the note I wrote. They wrote, that's their handwriting. They wrote down what I needed. Did I not bring everything you asked for? Yes. And I said, yeah, it was that guy right there. That guy right there told me this is what I need. That's his handwriting. Match it up. And she's laughing. She goes, you need your birth certificate. And I go, well, retrain him. He's been here for 11 years. I'm like, 11 years? So I have to go to mom and dad's, get the birth certificate, and then I'll get a license. Then I can get the car registered. We're talking $500. Well, by the time I'm done, forget about it. It's too much money. I didn't move here to pay all that money. Anyway, it is what it is. And I didn't pay for these bugs. So I'm sitting on the couch, right? I've only slept in my bed once because I'm paranoid about the cockroaches, right? But anyway, I haven't seen one in 5 days because I sealed up all the holes. But now I'm getting other things. So I'm sitting on the couch where normally you would think, okay, you're going to see shit if it comes across the floor, flies over and all that. So I go to grab a tissue. I pull it out of the thing. It has a little tiny ant on it. I'm like, an ant? An ant. It must have came on, it must have came in through a hole in the ground. I don't know, man. All I know is that, I go grocery shopping. I come home and the way the door it's such a pain. You can't close it if your hands are full. You can't even use your feet. You fall down these stairs. Whoever made this and designed this did not design it with the best intentions, man. I'm telling you, I'm ripping down that doorway and making a new one. Absolutely. Anyway, so I get your submissions. I'm going to look at them. live here on the show. I think I'm going to allow people to come in tonight. I haven't done it in a while. So I will drop the link to the show at the end of the Sheehan discussion to talk to you if you want to chime in. Okay, so we'll do that. Well, I mean, because that's what the goal is, right? I'm trying to make this for the public, about the public, and throw my spin on things. But I do want to hear from you guys, and I keep forgetting. That's how much I've been doing it the other way, not bringing the public in. But the last time I opened up the invite, nobody came. And I'm only leaving that window open for 5 minutes. So if nobody comes through in those 5 minutes, I shut the invite down and do not try to attempt to come in afterwards, because then, now you're just being rude. I don't know. $20 super chat for my next Uber. I have a car, but I will accept that 20, Joshua Morphew, and we'll throw it into the road trip fund. I do need windshield wipers. That's what we'll put it towards windshield wipers. Super generoso, Joshua Morphew. Mucho super gusto generoso. That's right. You can support Goof on any way possible. Through PayPal, Cash App, which is cool. I like the Cash App. What else do we got? Patreon, Super Chat, Super Stickers. It all goes right back into the show, as it always has, as we've proven over and over again. So thanks to you, Joshua Morphew. Super generoso. Oh, so you get a special ringtone for that? All righty. I am not going to forget. Here we go. What do we do tonight? Let's try this one. I like that one. We're going to go with the, I don't know what bell that is, but I'm ringing it. That's a loud SOB, isn't it? Thank you very much. The bigger the support, the longer the bell. All right, so let's get started. Roll call, everybody. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Neats B, welcome to the show. Thomas Robert, welcome to the show. Dirty Bongwater, welcome to the show. I know it's not Bongwater, I just put it. Trade in the car, get a 4x4 with a gun rack, and you won't need a license. Ooh. All right. I'm going to think about that, man. DB. All right. No, that's a good idea, actually. I won't forget. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show, and thank you very much. Welcome to the show, JP Bassenio. Mario UFO, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. IR Film, thanks for the reminder. Welcome to the show. Coraline, Moderator C, welcome to the show. Where's Moderator B? Baker. IR, oh, I already said hi. Okay. Jay Serno, welcome to the show. Tony DeCaro, it is good morning. For me too, Frankfurt is watching. Good vibes. Thank you, Tony. Welcome. Misty O.C. Dragons, welcome to the show. Hey, yo, alien girl. Uno. Welcome to the show. You like this background? Yeah, I put this together about a month or two ago. It's just part of the UFO room. That's all. Bob M., welcome to the show. How you doing, Bobs? Bobby, Shelly Alley, Sam, Shelly Alley Morrison. I'm not going to call you Sam. You know why? Because it reminds me of somebody I don't like. Even though they're dead, don't like them. Don't want to be reminded. But thank you, Shelly Belly. Den Bob, welcome to the show. How you doing, DB? Another DB. It's not DB, but I make it DB. Den Bub. Everything UFOs. Hey, welcome back. How are you? Doing good? And thank you, Alien Girl. Yeah, try to get the matching hat with the matching shirt. I don't know why this is not fitting right today. All right, there we go. What? Oh, yeah. We've got some, we're going to start the show off right tonight as soon as we're done here. We're pretty much done. Light Sky, welcome to the show. Cindy Lou, welcome to the show. Abhishek Marota. Oh, Mayrotra Abhishek. Cool name. Bridget Ladd, Bridget Ladd, Bridget Ladd. First floor audio. Welcome to the show. Restricted dash space dash Utah. Welcome to the show. What else we got here? That's about it. Nobody else? Blue Chicken? Blue Chicken! Welcome to the show. All right, let's get going. Larry Darky. Larky Dairy. I got that. Wow. Talk about dyslexia. V-Dog 55. What's up? Is that a cock? That's an ant walking up to a toilet paper roll. That's good. That is really freaking awesome. I'm glad I saw that. You guys are the best. Oh no, what's this? They're marching. Dun 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 dun. Every time I think, now that I see this, every little speck on my desk, on my floor, on a wall, even if I know what it is, like an old hole from a thumbtack or something, I go like, oh, that's got to be, is that an ant? No, it's that thumbtack hole. Okay, all right. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, every time I see something like that, Den Bub, you know what I think of? The Star Wars march. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, funny guy 5749. Welcome to you. I'm going to turn this on so the screen doesn't turn off. And then we'll get started. Hope you guys are having a good week. Seriously. If you're not, then well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. This week's weird. Already. It's been a weird week. Yeah. Just trying to get my life. I can't even get a P.O. box, man. The post office, how could they be out of P.O. boxes? I have to wait for somebody to leave early or till next month. Trying to get a P.O. box. I go over to the UPS store, you know, because they affiliate, they get P.O. boxes, and they were so expensive. I'm like, are you high? Well, it's a convenience. And I'm like, I know, but are you high? I'm just wondering if you're high. IR film with a $10 super chat says, for the road trip, cheers. Well, thanks, man. Thank you, super generoso, IR film. So mucho gusto, generoso. Thanks, man. And I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you very much. Seriously. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Well, what am I doing? I was just changing that. My fault. For that, thank you very much, IR film. Super generoso. Love wins. Welcome to the show. Dark Sky Files. Welcome to the show. Brandon Smith. Welcome to the show. Mike Johnson. Welcome to the show. Show. All right, let's get going. I told you tonight's show will be extremely bad, boring. And I can tell already we're not going to have a big 200 showing up tonight. I bet you we just get to 135, 140. I think what's been happening has been an anomaly, right? It has to be. I don't. Hey, Scott Brown, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. David Davies, welcome to the show. 47 Foxtails, welcome to the show. Did I say Tina Mobley? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I just see you guys chiming in here, coming on in, entering the room. Eric, A1872, welcome to the show. Hey, Bill Romanos. No, not Romanowski. Radio check. So, FAP, what's up, man? I see you there. Just got through that door. Jimmy Big Mac, what's up, Jimmy Mac? Good to see you, man. Stavro. What is up? That's like the coolest name in the business right now. Nathan Van Veen. That's another great name. You found me. I didn't think anybody would find me. Nobody finds me. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. Anybody know what that's from? Anybody know what that's from? Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. No? All right. It is Easy E, by the way. Easy E. Yeah.
Anybody seen Richie?
Whoa!
Huh?
Whoa! Shh, shh.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
How the fuck did he find me? How does he know? I don't get it. Is he gone? He's gone. How did he know where it was? He always knows. He always knows. Shin Joji. Welcome to the show. All right. Hey, Rod G, what's up? I almost said Rod Serling. Undead Radio. I don't even think I said hi to you too, man. I saw you here. I think I might have. Don't know if I did, but hey, I know I spend 8 minutes doing this hello, but I think it's important. Moore's Socio. Very cool name. Is that short for sociopath? What? Oh, that's your last name? Socio. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. No, somebody. Well, it's not short for that. That's his name. Misty, what? No Richie here, pal. Keep walking. Keep walking. He did. He's gone. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's gone. Thank God. You don't want this guy to come looking for you. No, but at least he's gone. Thank goodness. All right, so let's get going.
Richie!
Jesus, he's back. He's back. He's back.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
He's gonna kill me. He is going to kill me. Let's get started. Shh. Let's get started. I have something I want to show you. Now, last night.
Investigator in a regard.
Why is that up, man? What's wrong with me? Where's last night? Last night, there was a gentleman who can actually contact aliens. Scranton was his name. Daniel Scranton. Phenomenal. Like the most believable contactor. What do they call them people who reach out? Channeler the internet has probably ever seen. Now, I thought Bracho was the best. The guy who just comes out and stares at everybody and makes all the women cry. He just gets up on the pedestal like Jesus Christ and he just stares at everybody with his hair like this. Like loving, adoring, hugging eyes. His eyes come out and they hug you. And people break down in tears. He's so beautiful. He stares at me. All my problems just drift away. Well, that's how this guy is. This guy has got the power of the channel. And I would not be doing my job if I didn't play it. This is from another episode he did. Phenomenal. I mean, the best. No, I'm being serious. I had no choice. They brought me here to do this. This is the reason I'm alive today, because of people like this. That's not true. It is true. He has channeled the best of the best in the biz. There's nobody better.
And have received your instructions, your desires.
Now, for those of you who don't know, the hand that's like this, that's the tuning knob. This is the antennae. And then every now and then he'll switch this up, right? He'll twist. He goes like this. Sometimes this goes out front or to the side, and he's always trying to tune in with his nipple chakra. What do they call those? Nip shocks? Nip shocks. Yeah.
And your cries for support in your time of need.
Wow. I mean, really, it is just epic. Just absolutely epic. The guy's got how many? 22,300 subscribers. Congratulations, Scranton. You are the best. Now, we're going to go from best to maybe the worst. Last night on a podcast show called the Martin Willis Live Shows. Seriously, for lack of a better name. This woman, Kaz Clark, goes on the show in good faith, mind you, to give out her Pentrich UFO incident details. It's a UFO story. It's one of the best, one of the well-known in our time. Well, modern times anyway. And Han, not only looks like Thurston Howell III, I think she's reading in her interview. Now, thanks to my good friend Lee for sending this to me, it would have gone by the wayside. But when people are promoting anything, and this goes for everybody, I'm going to mention a little word of advice for people out there. If anybody wants to promote their story, their book, their movie, documentary, photos, whatever, what evidence, act like you've been there. Act like you know what you're talking about. Do not do what Kaz Clark did. And read your own account. And not only read the account, read her. She's reading her own. Her memory is put on paper because she can't tell her own story. All right, just take a listen, take a watch, take a look, and listen to Kaz Clark. We'll not hold anything against Martin Willis on this one.
And this green object is skipped across.
Oh yeah, she's telling about the story now. So
the sky so quickly in front of these aircraft and fired 3 really bright strobes at them as if to get their attention and got excited somehow.
Here we go.
I couldn't see the pyramid at this point. I don't know if it's gone back where it came from or if it just switched its lights off. But this green object drew those 4 aircraft away. And it was so bright, it bathed all of these aircraft in green light. You could see all the outlines of their engines and the fuselages. The E-3 Sentry was still above us. And I watched it until I couldn't see it anymore. The E-3 Sentry that was here was a NATO plane.
Here she goes.
We have its tail number. Once the green object had gone out of sight, I was still standing on the gate. And 2 red barrel-shaped objects, about the size of a small car, came from my right-hand side across the fields towards us.
And as I read my next memory to you, I will do as best I can to act like I give a Shiite Muslim. Because I am Kaz Clark, teller of lies and want of your acceptance. I am Kaz Clark. I am almost like Marsha Clark, but slightly shorter and a little bit wider. Marsha Clark was the attorney that tried to put OJ in jail. That's OJ Orenthal, right? Orenthal Simpson, the juice, who murdered, got away with it. Remember that? She's obviously reading. Now, there was a few times where she went, and then she got serious and the bad acting started and she went to the next paragraph. So I think she has bullet points And you can see in her glasses right there, right? You can see in her glasses, she's got something up. Yeah, I don't think it's the show.
One moved across in front of me and stopped.
And nobody tells a story like this. Nobody goes, one, it moved across the stars as if it was on ice. And I thought to myself, I said, self, am I seeing this? And myself said to me, I think you are seeing this. So me and myself and I, all three of us were there, and we saw it, and we believed we were seeing something special.
Above the hedge, maybe 20 feet away.
No, see the head shake, maybe 20 feet away. Nah, because I'm lying about it.
20 feet up, if that. And I stared at it just for a few seconds because I wanted the details. I wanted to see. And I could see all the insides moving like white noise on a TV screen, but it was.
Shut the front door, lady. Shut up. You and your stupid ass. Oh, come on. Don't be mad at me for talking like this. She's doing it. She's the one pulling the wool over your eyes. You don't know that. It's a great story. Stop talking this way. You're so negative. You're right. You said your show sucked tonight. It does. I can say it. You can't. It sucks. So anytime it sucks, we try to cheat. I try to make you guys happy with a little bit of love. And a Red Bull.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean? What are they? Why are they?
They are creeps. They're in my dreams. Are they murderers with shovel pain? These beatings that I feel, are they beating me to death today? Oh, look at this life we're going through. She needs a little more love. Let's listen in.
More than that. It was more 3D than that. Like it was turning in on itself. Like it was alive. And then I looked to see where the second one was, and that hadn't stopped. And by that time, that came right over the top of us, right above the oak tree next to me. And the only thing I could think to do was to wave with all the military activity that was going on that night.
I waved. Yeah, wave goodbye. All right. So last night, let's get to it. Third phase of moon, with the help of let me just pull it up. I can't remember the guy's name for some reason. I can't remember his name. Darcy. Let me just pull. Darcy, what's your policy? Let me pull it up here. Well, they had the lawyer on. Darcy did an interview with Daniel Sheehan, and all the questions that he asked were from third phase of moon. So the great thing about this is Sheehan answered the questions, but I listened to it again today because the audio was a little weak. And I'm a little upset. I mean, it could have been, he did answer them, and you're going to have to listen to it on your own. Darcy Weir did a great job. And where is, hold on, I want to see something because I want to do this right. Because you're going to see, I'm not going to play it all. I'm only going to play very minimal because it's Darcy Weir's videos. But third phase has permission, and I can play a very few seconds just out of respect for Darcy, I don't want to take away anything from what he did, but I'll talk about it, because I'm telling you what, even if I played the whole thing, you're going to be like, he didn't really say anything. And I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Now, I was right about tonight. See, I told you it was just a weird anomaly going on. Now we're back down to the 130s, 140s where I thought we would be. Told you. That 200, we shouldn't be at 200 live. Anyway, Darcy Weir has a YouTube channel, Esoteric Review. And I'm going to put the link in the description, because this is 2 parts. Third phase has about 40 minutes, and he has the remaining 30, I think. And I'm going to play just a minute or so, not even, but just the first part. I took notes, and then I realized I don't really need the notes. I don't really need the notes. Did any of you watch Sheehan? Maybe I do need the notes.
Direct contact with some of the
I
occupants.
think I need the notes. I'm going to start this for you so you can understand what the context is here.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you today. Darcy Greer, he reached out to us last night and explained that he was going to be meeting up with Luis Elizondo's lawyer, Daniel Sheehan. We had a quick talk with Darcy, and we asked him if he could interview Daniel Sheehan on Third Phase of Moon's behalf. We've got some questions for him. We've been reaching out to the people that Dr. Greer called out a couple weeks ago, like Nick Pope and Luis Elizondo, including Jeremy Corbell and Daniel Sheehan. And today, there was an interview that was conducted, and you're going to be seeing it exclusive right here at Third Phase of Moon in just moments. I wanted to let you know, we wanted to thank Darcy Weir for allowing us to share this with everybody right here, including Daniel Sheehan, who surprisingly answers every single question we put forth to him. I give him a little credit because it takes a little guts. Third Phase Moon, we've got a lot of questions, some big ones. And tonight, you're going to hear some of the answers. Buckle up, everybody. Daniel Sheehan.
All right, I'm going to go to the 9-minute mark.
That we have. Potentially even, more or less instances were not any super technology that we have. Potentially even, more or less, not saying it specifically, but leaving open the question as to whether or not some of them were, right? So that there isn't really necessarily a fundamental dispute going on between Stephen Greer and the people in the community who share that view, that we have the technology, we are displaying, deploying some of the technology.
So what he's saying is that the U.S. Defense Department and the vast majority of the 120 reports that they were investigating on were not alien or unknown technology from our adversaries, China, Russia, etc. But some could be, and they're not ruling out, alien technology. They can't dismiss China or Russia because it would be a major failure of our national security to just dismiss it. But most of it isn't ours or theirs. There's some, that's what he's saying. Some of them, they can't explain where they are, who they are, or what they are, and that they might be of alien descent. So nothing new is being said right there. And I kind of find, I think the interview had to be done. And congratulations, Darcy, for doing that in Third Phase and getting Sheehan on the show. It's not a debate, mind you, but he did answer some pretty good questions, which I can't go over all of them, but there's no reason to. And I'll tell you why. I recommend you watch it so you get to know Sheehan a little bit. If you haven't watched anything he said, this goes on for a good hour. So if you want to see somebody get a little nervous, twitch. I've never seen Sheehan twitch before like this. Like these questions it was like that Pink Panther movie with Inspector Clouseau. And he's talking to the guy who wants to kill him. And the guy who wants to kill him, every time he hears Inspector Clouseau's name, he starts twitching because it makes him so angry that Inspector Clouseau is always figuring out his plot. It's kind of what happened here with Sheehan. I'm going to move to the 12-minute mark. So I was, and I know third phase is going to be like, come on, Rich, come on. And I'm like, I didn't hear anything new that was really compelling. It's just my opinion. Maybe because, no, it's not. Because I listened to it again, no matter what the audio was. I listened to it again before the show tonight. And that's what I did when I woke up. I'm like, I better listen to this because I meant to listen to it again because I couldn't hear it too well last night. And I'll be honest, I heard Lou Elizondo talking, in my opinion. But Sheehan walk a tightrope there. He had to make sure he wasn't going to piss off either one of these guys. I get it. But he answered every question. I think he answered it in his own way. All right, he didn't answer every question. He replied, but I don't think we got an answer to every question that was asked. I can't play these in long term like I usually can when I have a third phase of moon video because this is Darcy Weir's work. So I can only play seconds, and that kind of takes away. As long as I can say what he said and be accurate, we'll be okay. Now, at this 12-minute mark here, they talk about ET origins or our technology. Like, what's the percentage that it's ET, that it's ours? And he still doesn't admit. He doesn't say that it could be ours. So to me, I don't know, unless I missed something.
And both, in Stephen Greer and others are saying that, if some of this is our technology, that may be true. Okay. And that covers the argument.
Okay. If some of this is our technology, that may be true. He's saying that's what people in the field are saying, right? And Lou, did I hear that wrong?
In investigation, but I think both Lou and both, in Stephen Greer and others are saying that, if some of this is our technology, that may be true.
No, Lou never said that. Lou never said ever that I know of that he said that this could be ours. He can't. Sheehan's wrong right there. Sheehan admitted the possibility that it could be one of ours. He says, we just don't know. Right. Third phase of moon. Welcome to the show. Thanks. But what did he just say there? He said that Greer, Elizondo, and others, he's saying that everybody's saying that it could be what percentage of it is ours. That's not what Lou Elizondo is saying. That's wrong.
I think both Lou and both, in Stephen Greer and others are saying that, yeah, look at, if some of this is our technology, that may be true, okay? And that covers the argument, the purported argument between the two of them, because
no, it doesn't, because that's not what Lou's saying. You know, these lawyers, they like to talk in circles. You know what I mean? Then he's contradicted himself a few times in this thing and this whole interview. And that's, I've only been even listening to Darcy Greer. I haven't even listened to the remaining 20, 30 minutes of this. Shame on me. We'll cover that tomorrow. Nonetheless,
if in fact we have any technology like that at all, you know, it's another whole step to take of trying to say, well, that would indicate that therefore there's this major project going on for them to try to have a false flag attack.
no, Area 503, didn't you just hear what he said? He said, according to, I'll play it again, according to Lou, Greer, and others in the community. This is a very important piece of information. Maybe I'm taking it out of context, but I don't think so. I've listened to it a couple of times. Listen.
And both, well, in Stephen Greer and others are saying that, yeah, look at, if some of this is our technology, that may be true, okay? And that,
I know he's saying, but Lou never says that in public. All right. That's what Greer was saying. I see what you're saying now, Area 503. Okay, I see what you're saying. So maybe it was a private conversation. That's what Greer was saying, was that not publicly, Lou, but in conversations you've had with Sheehan when I was there, Greer, when I was there, you said you knew that this wasn't a threat and that it could be ours. But publicly, he's not saying that. He's saying it's a threat, which he has to, because that's the government. And I understand the threat. I get it. But not once will and has Lou ever said it may be ours. I really don't know. If he did say it, he said it cryptically. I'm going to go back maybe 20 seconds to see if that's what he's saying, if it was in a private conversation.
some of this technology. The question as to what percentages of it are our technology, not Chinese or Russian, but what percentages of it might be ours, that's subject to examination and investigation, you know. But I think both Lou and both in Stephen Greer and others are saying that, yeah, look at, if some of this is our technology, that may be true, okay? And that covers the argument, the purported argument between the two of them, because if in fact we have any technology like that at all, you know, it's another whole step to take of trying to say, well, that would indicate that therefore there's this major project going on for them to try to have a false flag attack.
Right. So that's the next part of it.
That's where it's leading to. See, that's why Lou can't say it, because it's going to lead into that false flag alien invasion talk. That's what they are trying to avoid. That's what I think is going on here. They don't want that to be a part of the conversation. If that gets out into the narrative, Lou has to answer. If Greer says this is all part of a false flag, and you know it, Lou, you know it. You were in a conversation with me. See, that's why he can't talk to Greer one-on-one. It is the fear of the truth. It really is, because, like we've been saying, this is a script, and it's been done before. Now it's just been reboxed and with a new bow on it. And Lou is trying his best. He is, but he's starting to break down. He's feeling the pressure. Matter of fact, I thought I saw Lou twitching a few times. Yeah, this is interesting. One last clip here, real short. This is about the false flag alien invasion. This is all I can play after this. So let's hear what Mr. Sheehan has to say.
Agree with Stephen that the evidence of our having potentially developed some of this technology would necessarily lead one to the conclusion that they're going to engage in this big hoax, this big, false flag attack, and pretend it's an alien attack so they can justify getting billions of more dollars. I don't think you need to go that far. That I'm more conservative in my judgment about this than Stephen.
He doesn't believe it's a false flag alien invasion that is on the way. That's what he's about to say. I've done my 2-minute allotment here. I can't go any further. But if you want to find out the rest of this, and I'll post the links, of course, to Darcy's website, channel, whatever he's got, I'll post it in the description. You can watch the rest of this interview over there. So all that stuff will be in the link in the description, especially this link to Third Phase of Moon. So thank you, Darcy Weir, for this incredible interview you did. Fantastic job. Really, really good job. The questions were great by Third Phase. Doctor, I don't know why he looks like a doctor more than no, he looks like a lawyer. No, he looks like a doctor more than a lawyer. Actually, he looks like both. He could be anybody, this guy. I like him. I don't know why. No, I really don't. No, I don't know. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. But he doesn't agree. Can we, after I make this final comment, I'm going to put a link in the description for you guys to join me if you want to talk about what was said. If you listen to this, you can give your 2 cents. I'm going to pull up the invite link here, copy it to my clipboard, and I'm going to post it here in about a minute. But it's interesting that he doesn't believe in that false flag alien invasion. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Like, I never used to believe in the false flag alien invasion. But if it's true, and Werner von Braun said that on his deathbed, then, my God, it looks like we are there. As a matter of fact, this should have happened 5 years earlier with Hillary Clinton, but something happened and the red wave took over the way the blue wave took over and stole the election. For some reason, the powers that be did not want Hillary to be this person. I think, I'm not sure. They went a different route. That's for sure. I think she may have had too much baggage. Too much. But nonetheless, here we are. And this is being put upon us with the mainstream media getting, full on every day talking about this. No matter where you go, there's a link to what Lou is talking about, to what any of these people are talking about. The videos, everything. Nick Pope. It's a declaration of war. By who? By the aliens. He thinks it's aliens. I, on the other hand, I am on the fence right now about the false flag alien invasion. But if it's true, and what Werner von, whatever the frick his name is, Werner von Braun, I said it right the first time. I should have just quit while I was ahead. He says that this is the next and final piece to the puzzle, final chapter after we had our pandemoniac. This is supposed to happen. And I don't know, where's the asteroid? Because that's supposed to happen, I thought, before the FFAI, false flag alien invasion. I don't see this happening. I don't. What they did on 9/11, in my opinion, was the biggest lie in history next to JFK and Gulf of Tonkin, World War II. That's the most modern of all lies that where Americans died. the next one can't be an asteroid. It would have to be the false flag alien invasion. My question to you would be, how can they get away with it? Because that technology would be photogenic, right? They would be putting a hologram in the sky with whatever means, however they do it, satellites, I don't know, flying planes, I don't know. But whatever it is, if somebody has a camera that can film in super slow-mo, we are going to see the digital artifact of the hologram being portrayed in the sky. It will flash on and off. You'll see it. There's no way they can get away with it. But they will. If they did, they will get away with it because, and everybody's going to say, oh, it's not a false flag. It's just people, you know. It is a false, it's fake. It's false. I don't know what I was going to say. No, you can't believe these people. Everybody finds a conspiracy. These were an alien attack. We had our jets side by side shooting down these craft. And then there'll be somebody with their camera. Many people will have recorded it and debunk it. And then the government will come out and say, that's ludicrous. You and your conspiracies. We are fighting an alien threat. We've been talking about this for 2 years. Lou Elizondo came out and said it's a threat. We talked about the Tic Tacs. It's a threat. We've been saying this since 2019, 18, 17. We've been saying it since 1955. It's a threat. It's a threat. It's a threat. Nobody listened. Well, everybody listened. What are we going to do about it? You did. What'd you do about it? That's what I want to know. If it's been a threat since 1952, 53, whatever, they sure as hell didn't do anything about it. If there is an alien attack that's false, what can we do? We knew that even our brand new F-18s couldn't do anything against it. David Fravor came out and said, I'm in a brand new F-18 and I know this thing can outmaneuver me at every step. There's nothing I could have done. That was a threat. By the way, I want to say something and then I'll open up the invite so you guys can chime in if you want. David Fravor was on a lot of shows, right? So I'm looking at this one show. I think it was with Lex Friedman. I think it was. And he talks about how the Tic Tac disappeared. And I remember him saying that it took off at hypersonic speed, that it went like that, right? Now I heard him say, COVID a few days ago, that it just disappeared. And Lex goes, what do you mean it just disappeared? Like, no. And Fravor goes, no, man. He goes, 1 minute it's there, and the next minute, well, that's a little different than and hypersonic speeds. Strange, isn't it? A little strange. It's amazing to me how stories change. Could have sworn he said it took off, it went hypersonic speeds. How did he know it was going 13,000 miles an hour then? If it just poofed, you are not going to see. You know what I mean? Oh God, I don't know anymore. I'm starting to wonder about Fravor here for a minute. And it wasn't a few days ago. I don't know. It's when I watched it. I guess it was just a rehash of an older interview. It's really getting frustrating, this whole thing. It really is. It's always been frustrating. I just don't know. Hold on, here it is. No. Because I know he said it took off, and I remember him going like this. Right now he's going from That's a big difference.
Let's break apart.
Tic Tac. You know, we don't. You
The
don't
smooth-
see. There's no wings, no visible propulsion, no windows,
When
no probes that we could see. We don't notice. Like I said, we don't see the little things on the bottom of it until we see the video in the TV.
He says the video that he sees is extremely clear, and the one that you and I see has been degraded so much. Really? It hasn't been degraded so much that we can't see the little protuberances coming out the bottom. It shouldn't. It should only be twice as bad. It shouldn't be 50 times degraded.
Mode when it's zoomed in right before it's shortly, you kind of see him zoom in. You don't see it typically on the YouTube stuff that's out there. But remember, we're looking at the original tape, so there's not there's basically no degradation.
But when you saw with your eyes, there's no kind of appendages.
No, none.
What about, like, somebody asked, a lot of people asked you questions, so I appreciate you spending your time here. Let me ask some of them. You chased it, so we flew close to it relative. Another aspect of it, there's an interesting thing. You've developed a feel for objects.
One, I think it knew we were there when we showed up.
He's saying that he gets a feel for what an aircraft is doing. Like he's been flying for so long, he can actually tell what they're about to do based on his experience in the sky. So he didn't really have that feel here, I guess.
That's me. It's kind of like an animal. If you've ever been around deer in a field, you know, the deer will look up, and if it sees you and you're on the other side of the field, it'll actually go, no threat, and it'll start eating. You know, they don't put their tail up. As you move closer to the deer, then it goes, oh, it's there, and I'm going to react, or I'm going to move. So as we were up high and it's down doing whatever it was doing, just didn't find it again. I don't know. But once we started to descend and it actually reoriented its longitudinal axis and it started mirroring us coming up, then it was obviously where we were there, and it was really coming up. Just, you know, you figure I'm at 20 and it's coming up, and it ends up getting up to 12, where I cut across the circle. I think it was very aware that we were there because it interacted. We call it a 2-circle fight when you're fighting another airplane. You know, were we afraid? I don't think so. I mean, and to me, I was more curious. You know, the curiosity overcomfortable inside the airplane as most. You can't, if you're inside, I have the stick, I have the throttles, I've got my Wizzo in the back seat. He's running all the display. You know, can climb from the surface up 100 knots above the water. And for me to, you can't just start a climb. I'd have to lower the nose, I'd have to accelerate, and then I'd have to start coming up. And this thing just did it like it was like no big deal.
That's not the interview. I can't believe I can't find it. The interview that I saw, they had a little diagram with it and it was showing it. I thought it was this. Damn it. It might have been Joe Rogan. I'm not sure. Oh, it might have been. Anyway, I'm going to open up the welcome line here for you guys if you want to come in and talk about what Sheehan said. So here it is. Link to show. You don't have to use a camera if you don't want to, but it is preferred. But we definitely need your microphone approved so you can definitely be heard. So if anybody wants to talk about what was said with Sheehan, you know, chime in. I know some of you wanted to talk about a UFO sighting you may have had. And if you want to talk about your UFO sighting you may have had, we'll even take those as well. So anybody who has a sighting they want to talk about, but I really want to talk about what Sheehan has to say first before you just tell me about your UFO sighting. So if you're going to join me here in the next 5 minutes, talk about Sheehan first and then your UFO sighting. If you chime in here and you start talking about your UFO sighting first, I'll have to mute you and then explain why you're muted. Sheehan first, your sighting second, if you have a sighting to talk about. Have to be strict. I have to be. People don't listen. That's why we usually don't open the phone lines anymore, because we want to do what is pertinent to the conversation and not get off topic, because there's a method to the madness of what we're talking about here. So to break it up wouldn't be fair to everybody else listening. It would just not make sense. Like if we were talking about Rendlesham Forest and somebody calls in and says, Rendlesham Forest is great, but I had a sighting back in 47, and I'm like, come on, man. And the next thing you know, I don't want to be a dick and disconnect you either. And the next thing I know, 15 minutes gone by and we never even talked about Rendlesham. So that's why. I know I went a long way. Don't mean to be a dick, but it is in my name. I am a dick. No, I'm not. You got to follow rules in this world. You just can't do what you want. Hey, while we're waiting, I have a sighting here. Let's see. This one is from Anomalies and the Real Deal. I believe this is the ISS again. Let me see. Oh, that's right. The loud music I can't play. I don't know who it is. Is this it? Ah, dang it. Yeah, here we go. See, it's interesting. People ask if there's going to be open lines, and now there's nobody. I think these are thunderstorms. I don't think I played this yet. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of the ISS, but anything that goes from right to left is down on the earth, I'm pretty sure. But if it comes from the left and goes right like this, see this? That interests me. That right there, that sucker. You see the earth going this way. This is going totally. And here's another one, I believe. Yeah, look at this. Here, this one's even turning a little bit. And here comes another one. Okay, this is pretty freaking awesome. Wow, look at this. This one, these two are going faster than this one. Wow. Wow, that's wicked cool. We got a caller. Yeah, you can bring him on in. My producer's asking if I should bring him on. Yeah, bring him in. Hey, what's up, man? Who this?
There, man. Can
Who?
you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yeah. But I have to bring you on.
It's Darren. IR.
Oh, hey, man. What's up?
Not too much. You were saying nobody's calling in, so I decided to call in and say hi.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, because I saw you in the chat room say, do you opening up your little line there? So I opened it up.
There you go. I called in for you then.
I appreciate that, like you wouldn't believe. What about Sheehan? What do you think you're hearing? I mean, I couldn't play it. Did you watch it anyway when it came out?
Yeah, I watched it there.
What do you think?
Well, about which? What?
Well, good question. Do you think he is playing it safe and covering all angles? Because I kept hearing the same stuff that Lou was saying and Greer is saying. So it sounded like he believes in everything and was just being, you know what I mean?
That's the lawyer thing, man. Yeah, that's the lawyer thing. I do believe you're right on that one. All right. He's got to. He's a lawyer for what? 2 of them?
I think, yeah.
So, he's playing it kosher, man. That's what lawyers do anyway, right? He just does a lot of talking, all right? Beating around the bush kind of shit. I don't know. I don't really trust him too much. He's a lawyer.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's take that out of the equation, even though we can't. But let's try to take it out and just go by what he said. What he said could hold a lot of weight in the future narrative for Lou Elizondo, because Lou might listen to this guy. And I don't know if he can. I don't know if he will. But if Lou is being told what to say via a script from somebody really high up that has control of mainstream media and what's being put out into the public as far as UFO stuff, he may not have a leg to stand on and will still continue to not admit that it can be our stuff. Because he hasn't yet, Lou, in my opinion, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard him say that they think it's ours. He says, we know it's not ours, but we're not sure if it's China or Russia. And if it is, we messed up. Our intel needs to be improved. Our national security isn't doing their job. So do you think it's going to change anything with Lou? You think he'll actually admit it could be ours?
That's a good question. I think they know what it is. They know it's not a threat. So I don't know how they're going to come out with this. How can they come out with this? They've been lying for 70 years.
Well, eventually,
you know what I mean?
Right. And I know I say it all the time, but eventually the lies will stop someday. And the truth will come out, which we thought should be out by now, but maybe it was supposed to, and the timing wasn't right.
I laugh at this because look at all the photos we're getting from Mars. Look at the photos we get from the moon. Every one of them are fucked, excuse the language, are messed with. They're not what's really there, man. You can tell what's in the photo, what's going on, right? There's a lot of non-truth in those photos.
They are definitely doctored and blurred, and you can still see structures underneath that look very angular, and it's amazing what's going on especially the moon.
I can't understand how it's so difficult. Why it's so difficult for people to learn that there's another generation before us. You know what I mean? Where'd this stuff come from? There's lots of crap on the moon, lots of crap on Mars, on every moon out here. Okay. And that's a lot of junk, a lot of garbage. You know what I mean? So before us, there had to have been some kind of spacefaring civilization making all this junk. You know what I mean? For us to find, right?
You hear people say, okay, if they made these structures, where are the tools and everything? Well, they may have found them, and they're just not telling us about them.
Yeah. Chris from Mars Anomaly there.
Oh,
Lunar,
of course.
Yeah. He pulls out some awesome stuff in those photos. He showed in one of the photos, one of the power units that they're using on the rover, one of the rovers there.
Oh, wow.
Like from the 60s. Yeah. From the moon shots from way back in the, I guess 60s, 70s or
70s. Yeah.
Yeah. He I don't know, screwed with the picture and brought it out. And it was a power unit they're using. He goes, he commented, he goes, where have we seen this before? And he showed a picture of one of the rovers there. And it was power source on the rover. Yeah. And that was back on the moon.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blows my mind, right?
That would be great to talk about too. I want to find that or moon anomalies, right?
Yeah, Mars, lunar anomalies.
It's lunar, lunar anomalies and beyond.
Yeah, that guy's awesome, man.
He does great work, and so does Jean Ward. Does some pretty good work. They do two totally. They do the same thing, but they do them in different areas of the planet. Or the moon and the planet. I'd like to find that. Do you remember where that was?
I'd have to look that up.
It would be hard.
Yeah.
Was it recent?
I'd have to look back. It was one of the lunar shots he did on the Mars anomalies. He didn't have it on the lunar anomalies. It was on the Mars anomalies. So it might be easier to track down. If I can track it down, I'll let you know.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do it now, but I can't remember the title of it. So yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it.
That's all right. I mean, I have his channel here. We're allowed to use his videos.
Yeah.
So if you find
awesome,
it,
man.
if you find here he has one that says, "What are these anomalous objects in the 76 Viking photos?" I don't think it's that one. I think we went over that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it on the show.
Pretty interesting though. But anyway, you're right. there have been previous civilizations that definitely had interaction, I think, with aliens, or maybe it's us. Maybe it's just us from the future, or a very long past, like maybe 1 billion years ago.
The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years, right?
Right.
Why are we here now?
Well, humans came around about 1 million years ago.
Out of 4.5 billion years?
Yeah, it's just barely a blink.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think there's been past generations,
Yeah.
like I commented before, Earth 4.5, right? And that's what we're finding is the junk we've left behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mars, I wouldn't doubt if we were up there and we blew up that planet. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Oh, wow.
Right? So, by
That
the way
is-
it looks,
Yeah.
by the way it looks up there, I wouldn't doubt that at all. So,
That is that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. You think it's like us and we bombed Mars for like there was a war?
well, I think the civilization that was on Mars could have been us. You never know, right? We might have blown up that planet and decided to come here. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
You never know, right?
You never
But
know.
the way it looks, the way the pictures show, there are areas on there that look like nuclear explosions.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it just so happens, excuse me, that's where all the rovers were put down.
Oh, that's right. They were put in the vicinity of where those explosions happened. That's right.
Yeah.
And all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
every one of them.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 of them.
They know what happened up there, man.
That's cool.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Right? It's gotta been past civilizations of us. I'm thinking. All right.
Past civilization. Like how long ago do you think?
Could have been 1 billion years.
Oof.
Could have been 2 billion years. Out of 4.5 billion years, what is 500 million years?
Well, the universe is supposedly 40 billion years old. So, or 80 billion. It's a lot more. It's a lot older than what our solar system is. That's for sure. And Earth, of course. So they could have been interstellar and come from somewhere else,
Yep.
And
that's a good possibility.
And dropped a seed here or dropped us here, and we figured out a way to live. I want to thank X1. Sorry. X1 for the $2.22 super chat. Deep dive into Edgar Mitchell. Yeah. I know. Edgar Mitchell, I don't know why I don't know something about him that bothers me. $0.5 super chat. Super. All cheers to you all. Thank you, 0. Mucho generoso, everybody. Super chat for $5. Thank you very much, guys. Supporting the show. What were you about to say?
I don't remember.
I had a feeling. That's great. And I'm sorry about that. Well, the thing is,
it don't matter.
If they came from 1 billion years ago, right? If they came from 1 billion years ago, we wouldn't see any of their stuff here, really, unless it was buried in like a very tall mountain in the Himalayas or somewhere, because we have plate tectonics here. And everything gets recycled here on Earth. Mars doesn't have it.
Yeah, they did prior, though. I'm pretty sure Mars had tectonic. Yeah, you sure about that?
I'm positive. They
Right?
never, ever,
Because
it's never been a planet of plate tectonics.
I thought it died. I thought for some reason the planet had died, and that's when everything solided up. It lost all its magnetic field, and then everything just froze, basically.
Yeah, that's not that's not the consensus on that. I'm pretty sure it's just that either a meteor hit or something scarred the planet. You know, that big canyon, that big crevice that looks like a scar on Mars?
Yeah.
Who knows if it was a weapon that did that and sucked out everything.
Blew it up.
I think so.
Yeah, they blew it up, man. I have, that's just our nature. If it was us, it's our nature to fight with everybody for some reason. We just can't get along. So that's not going to change no matter what generation we are. Right?
Chuck Bam.
Hey.
Fravor, he says for $5 super chat, Fravor was a 2008 reality TV star. No one talks about it. Why does that sound familiar? Does anybody know that? Hey, what's up, Paul Cargo?
How you doing, Rich?
Thanks. I'm doing good. Thanks for coming over and voicing your opinion. So what's going on? You wanted to add to this? Thanks, Chuck. Paul?
Oh man,
Paul.
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, then.
Yeah, we
can hear you.
I was just wondering what your thought was on the conversation we were having. What did you want to add?
Well, can you hear me now, Rich?
Always have, buddy. Always have. You're good, man.
I wanted to talk about Mr. Elizondo for a minute.
Great.
That would be okay.
Do tell.
You know, he's not a low-level guy. He's a hardcore, upper-level spook. He's well practiced.
I didn't realize you were going to say that.
Man.
So how so?
I mean, you guys, you know what spooks are referred to, right? All these CIA
boy.
people.
Right.
You know, he was involved. His old man was in a prison in Cuba for 2 years. He was involved with the Bay of Pigs. He's got an axe to grind, Mr. Elizondo. He's not gonna. He's 100% a government official. And I get the idea. You guys are starting to bend. You can tell when a spook is lying real easy.
Yeah, when they're
His
talking.
lips are moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Movement in the face. Yes.
okay, so he has an axe to grind. So what got him in this position in the first place then that he would have an axe to grind?
Well, remember what did he say yesterday? He was voluntold.
Yeah.
This is just a gig for him. You know,
Voluntold.
when he's not. He was involved with waterboarding at one point.
Yeah. I
In
know.
Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You know, he's hardcore.
I said it all along. The guy's a bully. I think he's a bully. I think he's got a temper. That's my opinion. But I think Lou did mess up, and they put him in that place. Like I said in 2008, because he was voluntold.
You think he went a little bit rogue? And they're like,
yes.
He's way up in the organization.
Wow.
You know, I don't know. I think this is all a script, like you said. I heard somebody say today on another broadcast that if there was a false flag, what if they said the aliens look just like me and you, all three of us? It's a false flag. They're attacking, and you wouldn't be able to tell if your neighbor was an alien.
No, and I think they've infiltrated our government if that's the case.
I got bad feelings about all this.
Right, yeah.
I don't think anything's going to come out, at the end of the month. What is it, the 25th? Nothing that you don't know right now.
Nothing.
I really don't trust that guy. I don't trust, his lawyer. What can his lawyer say? His lawyer's got confidentiality with him. His lawyer's giving general information out. Just like you said, nothing you haven't heard before.
He's basically repeating what he's heard Lou say.
I'd like to hear somebody ask him, who's your boss right now? Who are you working for? Who did you work for in the CIA? I tried looking up simple things today. Like, who does the CIA answer to?
No one.
They have their own Air Force.
Yeah.
I don't think they can commit a crime. They can't be charged with a crime.
No.
Anything they can do. I think they have to answer to the president. That's the only. And look what happened to Mr. Kennedy when he didn't. I really don't trust these people. I don't even want to come on and say this because like you said, they monitor every broadcast they can. Man scares me a little.
So, Chuck Bam said that David Fravor has been a reality TV star since 2008. And here's some of that. I'll put it up here. This is David Fravor in a PBS home movie called Carrier. So he's also in some other stuff. Hold on, let me get it up here. Where is it? Whoops, almost did that wrong. So there's that. He's in this documentary, but he's also in these as well. Get Home-itis, True Believers, Rites of Passage, Show of Force, Groundhog Day, Super Secret, Squared Away. Yeah, it's a miniseries documentary.
So it sounds like
it's all part of
some
Carrier.
TV experience.
He's got TV experience, is what we're saying.
Perfect.
So don't believe the hype that I've never talked to the public before. Maybe he's never talked to the public about this, but he's got that meekness about him, but yet he's still cool because he flies an F-18. So he's one of the cool nerds. And I don't mind saying nerds. I think I'm a nerd, because I like technology and all that stuff. I just don't spend my life doing it. I just talk about the paranormal stuff. But is David Fravor an actor? Is this his career after he retired? My God, he may be. He may be a reality star.
Probably will end up.
Oh man, you got to make money somehow, right?
I know, but he said he doesn't make money from doing this, and we would be able to prove it.
Yeah.
But he gets a nice pension.
Anyway.
His pension 6 figures a year, I'm sure.
That's
right. He'd be working for the airlines by now.
Yeah. What's that?
You think he'd be working for the airlines by now? Don't most of them jocks all go to work for United or Pan Am or wherever?
They do. Yeah, they become
a lot
pilots
of them for sure.
And the good gigs are getting the private. Fly privately in a Learjet for some rich people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
my way to go.
I know that's what I would want to do too. I wish I did get a pilot's license. But we've got a situation here where Sheehan came out, talked about everything, and in my opinion said some good things, but I wasn't really shocked. I wasn't really like, all right, that was fantastic. I can't believe he just said that kind of experience. I didn't get that. But he did show his face on Third Phase of Moon. It wasn't a live debate like we thought we would get, but nonetheless, he responded. And all those questions were from Third Phase, not from Darcy Weir. So it's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool, but I still didn't hear anything. And thank you to Scott Brown for the David Fravor picture there and a little history on his experience in TV. That scares me now. Now I'm wondering, okay, we know Corbell loves the spotlight. We know that. He would sell his soul to the devil like me. But I think he actually did it. There's something creepy about him. So that's why I call him Crazy Eyes Corbell. George Knapp is on the way out, right? He's in the twilight of his career, who handed over his entire fortune of bullshit to Corbell. Why he chose Corbell? Right? Why choose Corbell? There's so many other people I would rather have seen him give it to that can do much more than make documentaries out of it. That's all that's for. He just gave Corbell.
It was our documentary, and he was in most of it. Did you think it was a Corbell documentary?
Pardon? Which one?
I watched Corbell's Lazar. What's his name?
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
And Corbell was in, half of it, a third of it.
27 minutes.
Really? Jesus.
Somebody broke it down, the whole thing, and he's in it 27 minutes. Showing his flat Barney Rubble feet on the camera. Like who walks around? You know who walks around? A rich kid who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth from LA. That's who.
There you go.
Hey, stereotypes are there for a reason.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Paul. Did I say something wrong? Was that wrong?
No, absolutely not.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys get back to your show. I see your count was up to like 170, Rich.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's at 165.
Right
yeah,
on.
I'm surprised we got that. That's where we should be, really. That's good. I'll take it.
I think you're doing a great job. And one last thing I want to say, I've heard other channels say You know, they speak of the right and the left and how the right side is tending to agree with Mr. Elizondo, siding with the government, when for years and years, all ufology people sided absolutely against the government. And they want people like you and the alien scientists to keep up the hard, good work, you know? It's people like UFO Jeebus is he's siding with the right. Check that, siding with the left.
He is.
Can't have that.
And he waffles now. He's a waffler as far as I'm concerned right now. He doesn't know what he is.
Waffler.
He does. He says things now
man.
that he's trying to make everybody happy now, UFO Jesus.
He's not, the cards is not going to fall.
No, like he says, the house of cards about to fall. Yeah, he's just he's really bad. He's just
he did have that cute redhead on again today.
Oh yeah, she is cute. Makes you wonder. I bet you he's a sexual guru too, with this Karma
that's
Sutra.
part of the show.
Yeah, I know. He's into that Karma Sutra crap.
All
no,
right,
it's not crap. It's not crap, ladies.
You guys have a good afternoon.
Thanks, Paul.
Peace.
You have a good night, Paul.
Man.
Peace.
See you in the chat.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out too. Yeah. All right. What else you got, man? Anything else you want to add?
Me? I wouldn't want to be in dark alley with Lou, that's for sure. He's just a character I would not want to trust.
No, there's something off. Something off.
Now,
you can only hide who you really are for so long. And I think the more he goes out in public and talks on these circuits and does these shows, we're getting to see a little more of Lou. And I think what I said and what I think is true about him is coming true. I think he's an angry person with an axe to grind, like Paul Cargo said. And that just made me realize something. And maybe he does have an axe to grind.
Yeah.
With the government for some reason.
Maybe, maybe truth will come out there. Maybe we will hear the truth one day.
But if it's a script,
I really don't think very much we're going to get, especially this disclosure thing. Nah, there's nothing. What do you think is going to come out of that?
Nothing.
Exactly. They're still giving us crap pictures from the rover that was sent up there with the best technology, and we're getting the crappiest videos from Mars, right? A cell phone could do better than what we're getting up there. You know what I mean? They're not going to come out with nothing, man.
And let's not forget,
that
they made a helicopter, right, that flies on Mars, but it looks down at the ground.
Exactly. Bull.
That's a big FU to everybody.
That's just BS, man.
Why would you make a helicopter when you have satellites that do the same exact thing? Makes no sense.
Yeah, they can zoom right into the rocks. So
why don't they have it zooming out? DJI could have made a drone for them for a billionth of the price.
There you go.
And look straight out over the horizon because they're afraid people are going to see shit in the sky. That's why.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
What do you think it costs them to build that thing and send it up there?
From concept to design, probably $1 billion. From concept to what do you think?
I don't have a clue. I don't think it would be $1 billion. I bet you it's one of the factory ones you pull off the storage shelves, man.
It looks like
they pocketed that money. Yeah, if the camera can only point down. Yeah, right. I think it was a store-bought model, man.
Well, they probably bought it for like 10 grand and said, well, we need $1 billion of research and testing, and we need a special alloy that we're going to change the blades with to make it lighter so it can fly farther. Yeah. I think around $1 billion.
Yeah,
just for
that'll
that
be the
stupid
alloy
thing.
they found on the moon there. You know, they went up there for rocks and dust, but they came back with a lot of stuff, and metals were one of them. So I heard they found a pretty cool metal up there.
I didn't hear that, but that I'll look into. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna play a couple of one Mars clip. I've got some other things to do. Do you want to hang out, or do you want to just go back to the chat?
Don't matter to me.
All right. Well,
I'll be a co-host for you if you want.
all right. Well, what I'm gonna have to do though, I'll remove me and you. I'll put us off to the side, and and then I'll play these Mars, because here it is. This is one of the clips I wanted to play. I was just, while you were talking, we were all talking, I wanted to pull this up from Mars Anomalies and Beyond. I just saw this.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have played this before, but I don't remember it. So they're going to talk about this.
Down, straight down.
And this is from Chris from Mars Anomalies and Beyond. The link will be in the description after the show.
Guys, this alone is not natural. We can see that. Here's what's also cool. Look on the side. You can see the edge right here. And then you've got this small round piece on the right-hand side of this towards the back. And it looks like whatever it is in the middle, inside is round, at least gray, right? You know, guys, this is stuff here I'm going to show you is going to blow your mind. This right here, it's a dome. Look carefully. You can see what looks like darker slots right here. You guys see that? One here and one on the left, shorter because it's probably turned a little bit. But it's actually a dome with actually slots in it. You might say, what? You'll see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into Photoshop, and then I'm going to do a full enhancement so you guys can have a really, really good look at this. And to make it easier, what I do is I put circles and arrows and everything else. We can jump right into that. Underneath it. See that? Now, is it possible that's a crack in this rock? I don't know, because this is elevated. This is all.
What does that look like to you, man? Does that look like a structure that's broken up, or could it just be like rocks and
I gotta
stuff?
put the glasses on. Well, they're funny looking rocks for sure. Like,
I know, it's weird how they're just
like,
stacked like this.
I don't
too.
know. You know, the rocks on Mars, I don't know. So they could be rocks, man. They look like, you know, they look like something more, but
Look at the straight edge here, though. I mean, we get this on Earth, so it's not like it's impossible to have straight edges like this. But yeah, there's equidistant markings right there. That's what he was just showing. See this, and then there, and then there. These are big. Yeah, let's hear what he says.
You can see that right there, contouring, goes straight down, and this piece is sticking right out of there. Okay, let's just get into this. This is cool. Jump right in there. Guys, let's do this. Watch this. Right off the bat.
Here?
Let's zoom right into this. Notice here.
I don't know about this one.
This weird looking dome. See how it has these.
That's weird.
You could see that if you did this. They're still right there. Well, went a little low on that one. And there's one right here.
Yeah, I
Can
see
you guys
it.
See that? Just barely, but it's there. Start using the burn tool. This pops out. Now,
do it. No.
Lighten it up. And we're going to jump all the way down to full enhancement. Just like this. This is not put here. It's burned.
Oh, I
and
see.
It popped right out instantly.
That's not normal.
Here.
It isn't. I mean,
that's not normal. Come on, man. Like, that's just,
this is where I was telling
that's
you,
just way too much, man. That's not nature.
Pieces here. We got actually 3. This is the one I was telling you about earlier.
Wow.
You can
that's not nature, man.
This right here is crazy.
That's junk. Right. That's what I see anyway. You know what I mean? That's what I see.
This is interesting right here too. He doesn't even talk about this one here with that in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much he doesn't talk about that I find in on his videos. I'm always taking a screenshot and checking things out myself, right?
And wouldn't you think, doesn't that tell you then it's just pareidolia? If he doesn't, no,
the way he brings it out, it's got me convinced. Anyway, got me fooled. But the way he brings it out it's I don't know. It just opens my eyes. I see so many things, and from watching him now, I don't even have to scribble the video there, the picture. I can see things without it automatically. As soon as I look at one of his photos, right?
This one
There's
here
all
is,
kinds of stuff.
and this is interesting because these are all equidistant. These are all openings or slots. It's just weird. It is weird.
Well, if they're rocks, they're funny looking rocks, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, then
Right.
when we talk, when John Ward, you're familiar with him too, right?
Yes, they work together, these guys.
Oh, I didn't
I've
know
seen
that.
them on shows. Yeah, I've seen them on shows. And John Ward's always in the chat with on Chris's show there.
I enjoy both of them differently,
Yeah.
and I want to look at this now. I haven't been on John Ward's website on purpose for about 2 months because I like to do it in bunches. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I'll make a video about his findings, but he finds some really interesting things. Let's see. I haven't checked this out, but let's take a look real quick.
But anyway, yes, the next one, we've got another geometric shape.
That's
in the
odd.
Surface, check out the straight
Like all the
edges
rocks are missing in the
and
middle.
right angles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That area
That was a
there
structure.
has been cleared out. The
Yeah.
boulders and rocks being pushed out to the
Unbelievable.
upper
It's
edges.
weird. Could it have
We've
been
got
water in
rocky
there?
Items over here
Maybe.
to the bottom right.
I don't know.
I know,
He
right?
comes out with a lot of good stuff on this on it as well. Him and Chris, they should actually team up and make a show together because they're both good. And like I say, they know each other pretty well. It seems anyway.
And a lot of these that John Ward goes over has these things on top, like these are like you can snap another piece on top here and snap it. It's like they're snap-on pieces. And these are little things sticking up. Like this is weird. You can actually see ridges going down the side of that.
Yeah.
Top running parallel with this one side.
Lego pieces, man.
Yeah, right. or Lincoln logs, like Lincoln logs.
Yeah, that's another one.
Seriously.
It's amazing. You look at that photo he's looking at, and all you see is little rocks everywhere. Yeah, it's amazing the detail these guys pull out of them.
It really
Like,
is.
I've tried myself. Like I just don't have the knack for it. You know,
Well,
I'm not an editor.
No, Jean Ward gave me the program that he uses and taught me how to search and change the colors and all that. But I found myself for 3 hours on one thing, and I just realized I don't have time for this. This is taking me way, because in 3 hours I could have made 2 little videos, you know, that could go on GoofOn or a Third Phase UFO Report. Mars and that, I'm going to leave it up to these guys. That's what I decided.
Exactly. They do an awesome job.
Yeah, they do it all for us. So that's why I asked permission if I could play their stuff and use it as long as I give the link back. And they said, yeah.
Right on.
Which was very nice. They didn't have to say yes. All right, nice.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
No, they could have said, nah, you can't. But they realize, you know, the more the people see it, the better it is for them.
Exactly. You're opening up more eyes, you know.
All right, I've got one more thing here. Let me see. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Still, yeah, we're flying by tonight. I can't believe how fast tonight went. Appreciate you hanging out. Hey, we got a new Patreon or patron, Shin Jojira. Thank you very much. Thanks, Shin. I appreciate the support over there. And that's why you can help support GoofOn, you know, especially the road trip that's coming up here in the end of July. And we're going across, well, I'm going to try to go across country with Third Phase, but I may only be able to do 2 weeks. So, but thank you very much for that. Let me see here. I brought up some things. You guys send me so much stuff. All right, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play something here. COVID. Hold on, here we go. What is this? 3 UFOs Oh, this is interesting. Over Seaverville, Tennessee. This was 2 days ago. Oh, wow. All right, here we go. This is from LUFOs. That's the name of the website or channel. Sorry, here we go. In 3, 2, go. Interesting. And that's it. I am going to say that those are balloons.
Oh man, that was quick.
That's it. They give us 10 seconds. You know why I'm going to say they're balloons? Can you guess why? Does anybody want to take a guess why I'm saying those are balloons and that's that?
Because they are balloons.
You can't tell, but I'll give my reason why. You can't tell if those are balloons, but I'll tell you why they are, probably. Because we don't have a longer video. If it was real, a triangular, 3 objects in a triangular formation, don't you think we would have more video than that?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't they stay with the most historic video in ages? No, we get it cut off before they figure out what it is.
I wouldn't move, man. I would chase it down.
You would chase it down. You would chase it, it.
You know, like I'd probably get in an accident, running people off the road. Get out of my way. Like a camera in hand.
Yeah, without any proof, without me proving. I know that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
I can't believe these short videos either, man. Like, there's no way.
They bother me.
There's no way. Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah.
Now, I get
hate.
More hate, man. Why do they do that to us? It's not true. They shouldn't be lying.
Hate, man.
Here's another
lies, man.
Here's another one from it's called it's from LUFOs, but these are 2021 crop circles, Barton Stacey Belt, South Wanston, Hampshire, UK. This is also a short video, but in a different sense. It's, not because it's fake, but hey, man, I still don't know if crop circles are made by aliens. They do exist.
Yeah.
But here we go. Turn the music off because I don't know. I don't know if that's copyright. But here's a crop circle, and they're trying to make us sick by spinning it. Mm-hmm. And there it is. Now, that could easily be made by people.
Yeah.
And it's been proven that these could be made by people. Now, what I want to do is get down close and analyze the crops to see if there were any expulsion cavities, like the crops, because in the center they would have, and in the center they would explode more than at the edges. That's how you tell if it's real microwave burst energy creating these.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's either that or the energy ray, testing the energy ray, like precision.
Yeah. No, right. 100%.
You never know, right? Like there's a lot of suspicions about that too, right? So
let's see. We've got one more. I don't know what this is. Let me see what this is. Oh, I can't play that. That's for private use, I guess. All right. Over North Carolina, over boat. Let's see. Thank you, Jose Sanchez, for sending me some of these. Oh, we already saw this one from Third Phase of Moon. The girls in the bikini. Some of these, I guess I didn't. No, they're from today. I don't know why I would get that. Secret military technology and UAP. No. Anyway. One more here. I have to do one more. Usually I have these. Like I said before the show, I didn't have a chance to get everything set up for today, but that's life. It happens. All right, here we go. Oh, I don't know what this is. Eerie alien filmed where? See?
Yeah.
No, and I don't see it. Here it is. All right. Check out this very weird video. All right. Oh, this is the one with the alien walking down the street from coast to coast. We already saw that one on Third Phase of Moon. Well, no, not Third Phase of Moon. They sent it to me, and I said, that looks fake.
Yeah, well.
You remember that where they were
9.9.
it was walking down the street and it looked like a woman, really?
Oh yeah. That they proved that to be an Indian woman walking down the road. It was proven, debunked.
Oh, okay.
It was a naked woman going down the road, and yeah, they went by her and they turned around and turned on their cameras. It was just some naked Indian woman walking down the road. That's all. No alien, unfortunately.
This is from curiosity. This is interesting, and then we'll stop with this fear for a second. Here they're proving clouds on Mars.
Yeah.
Come on.
There
Seriously?
we go. Yeah. So much we're not being told.
Come on, dude. That looks like here on Earth in Sedona, Arizona.
There
Look at
you
this.
go. Eh?
Look at that's rain clouds, bro.
That's a lot of clouds.
Yeah, no.
I've seen photos. I've seen photos with like distant, look like basically thin clouds. Nothing thick like that.
This is serious right here. This is like it's about to rain clouds.
Yeah.
See?
And that shouldn't be happening up there, right?
The mission team has determined that these clouds are higher than usual for Mars, floating well above the 37-mile peak altitude for the planet's water ice clouds. That raises the possibility that they're dry ice clouds formed out of frozen carbon dioxide and might reveal more about the Martian sky. Really?
Huh? Really?
Jiminy
Wow.
Glick. What is going on?
That's
going on?
Interesting. Yeah.
That's
like I
Utah.
Say, we're not being told. Yeah, it's Utah. Yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
Miss DJ. Unreal, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to let you go, Mr. IR.
Yep, not a problem.
I appreciate
you. Guys have a good night.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the hangout.
Yeah,
Anytime, man.
problem.
It was fun.
You got me in the trailer. I got a little observatory out back there. So next time if I call in, it'll be out back there.
All right, deal. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, thanks again. Appreciate you hanging out, and
all right.
be safe out
Have a
there,
great
man.
night.
You too, buddy.
Always,
All right.
always, man.
Thanks. Bye. Oh, that was awesome. I really needed that. That was cool. And Paul Cargo too. Thank you guys for hanging out and using the link to join the show and voicing your opinion on Sheehan and anything else that was on your mind. Pretty good night so far. Everything just flew by in an instant. I don't know how the show started. I don't know how we got to where we're at, but we're here. And there's something else I wanted to show you too, and I'm looking for it. And I know I have it somewhere. Hold on. I have got to get this to you. Is this it? I think I got it. I think this is it.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA.
Hold on.
These 3 videos released by the Department of Defense have changed the
Oh,
way...
this it?
Before he says it, I'm like, dude, you see that? As soon as we look down, we see the whitewater, and then we see this little white tic-tac.
Here it is.
Pointing
I
north,
found
south,
it.
And it's just going forward, back, left, right.
It's just bouncing around?
Yeah, like a ping pong ball.
What was its shape? What was its... what did it look like it was made out of?
Like a perfectly smooth white tic-tac. Or for people that need a bigger visualization, a giant propane tank.
Fravor says the F-18
This is the
began
one.
circling Fravor at 20,000 feet, and the so-called tic-tac only
Thank you,
about 50 feet
Shinjoji.
above the
$3
surface of the
super
water.
chat.
And I say,
Super sticker.
hey, I'm going to go check this thing out. And the other pilot stays and says, hey, I'm going to stay up high. And then it starts coming up at us. We call it 2-circle fight, but it's coming up. I'm coming down. So it literally is aware we're there. There's no doubt because it mirrored me. So here it is. I cut across and I get to about half mile of it, so I'm about halfway across the circle. As it gets in front of me, it just goes poof and it's gone. And it's gone like that fast.
What do you mean, poof, it's gone?
I mean, exactly that. Like it's 1 minute it's there and the next second it's like mad.
Thank you, Shinjoji. See what I mean about Fravor? It didn't take off like he said in other interviews.
that. Like it's 1 minute it's there and the next second it's like magic trick. So I asked the other airplane, I said, hey, do you guys see that? And they're like, it's gone. It just disappeared.
When you saw this kind of performance,
Notice the way he used his right hand and showed it go from right to left. You see what he did? Because that's how he remembers the story too.
when you saw this kind of performance, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
What the hell was that?
Once back on the carrier, Fravor's team told the next crew what had happened, and that crew took off ready to capture something on camera. And this is what they saw. I guess the biggest question is, what do you think it is?
I honestly don't know. I don't think that we have developed that technology. I don't think we developed it on this planet. We still, to this.
Wow. We didn't develop it on this planet. He is really opening up, isn't he? The more you see these people, the more you will learn about their personalities. And then this is what happens. When we get to know them, they start to fall to the wayside and they bring in new people. Now we've got this guy named Johnny Marshmallow. Johnny Marshmallow, were you with Fravor? Not only was I with Fravor, I told Fravor what to do. And he done it. You know, all these people are going to come out and have their story. Yeah, I've got tweets that now are gone, disappeared. Very important tweets that I thought I could use for the show. It is just weird. I want to show you a picture of Ganymede, Jupiter's moon. This flyby is the closest we've ever gotten to the largest moon in our solar system since a flyby of the Galileo spacecraft in 2000. This is from that. That is just freaking awesome. Look at it. Look at it. That's not our moon. That's no moon. What do you mean? That's crazy. It's too big to be that's a space station. That's no moon. That's a space station. It really is a space station. Bob Lazar. That is so weird. Look at that thing. Look at all the ridges. Look at all this. I don't know, land. Meteor impacts. And this is what our moon should look like, right? Our moon is very strange. The strangest. Because the moon, all those meteors that are hitting it, they only go so deep. It's like there's this super strong shell that's underneath the rocky surface of the moon. And the meteor impacts, asteroid impacts can only go so deep. It's weird how huge impacts are just as deep as small little 10-foot craters. Thank you, X1, for another $2.22 super chat. It's a quantum hologram, paraphysical in nature. Wow, it might be. I hope it is. How cool would that be? I don't see anybody's super chats. I only see half of them. You know, and I apologize if I don't see them. It's not on purpose, obviously, X1. It's because the chat room goes fast. And if I'm looking on this screen, I can't see it pop up. The chat rooms never used to go this fast. So I'm sorry, man. Really, I don't want that to happen. For your super chat. Thank you. Seriously, I hate that I forget stuff. I hate it. Hate it. Well, not forget. That's bad. I get mad that I don't see it. I do forget stuff. It's just it's not easy being me. All right. Well, that about wraps everything up. Yeah? We good? We should go. It's time. What else are we going to talk about? There'll be a video on, I'm going to try to get one up for Third Phase UFO Report real quick for tonight. So keep your eyes open. Third Phase of Moon may or may not have a video. I don't know. I'd be surprised if they didn't have one. And just so you know, Third Phase of Moon doesn't put a video up every night. Some people think they do. They don't. It just seems that way. They do about 5 nights a week, though. But I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the super chatters and moderators for helping out with the show, supporting it. Kick that on. Where is it? Without you guys, the show would not be possible. And I thank you for that. And also for the veterans and the newcomers, this show would not be possible. Without all of us, none of this would be possible. Nah, it wouldn't be the same. And seriously, thank you. If you just give the show 5 minutes, I think you might come back. I hope you do. Tonight, not as many jokes, of course. We try to be serious as much as possible. So I want to thank you if you did stay. And if you did like it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So I appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube's. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me. Not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.
Hello, everybody. There will not, I don't think I can make it to Discord for a whole hour, but I will join you in the Discord chat room with the link that I'm going to put right now in the room. And then this way, you can join us all for a very enjoyable, happy, fun time in the chat room. Here it is. Good night. And join us for the after party at Discord. Good night, everybody.